been calling on the energy consumers to depend on renewable energy. This has happened since 2007. So where are we today?
We're still in a very poor related to the renewable sources. And you know, it's a matter of calendars. If I'm saying I'll back to go, my dear professor, I'll just highlight the numbers. Really the numbers is coming vague to us, and we cannot just stay and continue like this situation. And I would like to get some numbers for you, because also maybe the all viewers in front of me will not consider very well what is going with Egypt in this condition time, and specifically after we passed almost a year and a half after the revolution. And the matter right now, we don't have a controllable system at the moment to assure that we have all the benefits related to the fuel and also related to electricity delivered to who can just has the right to get the benefit of subsidies. But now it's our subsidies as we still continue with the same situation. But my opinion is, in the near futures, is mandatory for all of us, specifically for Egypt, that we shall go for more alternative rather than to use the petroleum products to create the electricity. And the main concern for us right now, it's the renewable part, which is the main solar system, which is supposed to be applied using the advanced technology which had been already promoted in Europe at the moment, specifically in Germany. And they believe very much that the next step will be the solar storage system, not the solar batteries itself system. The solar battery itself system is very old, and the time consumed for that part is very limited in a few hours. The advanced one, which it's promoted in the market now, related to the advanced technology using the solar storage
system,
and this system can allow to just survive up to over 8 and 9, 10 hours. This is really very much will be very beneficial for the lighting system in a crowded countries like what we have in Egypt. We have the sun all the day. We talk about 12 hours. Is very available to us. Also, I was thinking in the same different way that the nuclear is mandatory also in the same time. Using the nuclear programs, which it's already delivered and give the validity for the Egyptian country to do it in the benefit of using for the electricity processing and beneficial. It's not created on a valid till now, and we still some delaying and some slow motion related to the decision maker in Egypt to do that, which is mandatory to us. If we go in the three parallel ways, the two parallel ways which shall go across is to go for the nuclears in the same time will be accomplished with the renewable sources we have, not specifically the solar, but also the wind, because we know we have some governments from Egypt, the governors, they are very located close to the seas, like a Mediterranean Sea, like Alexandria, Port Said, also Dumyat, a lot of governors is across the Mediterranean Sea. Also we have some governors across the Red Sea, like Sinai, also in Red Sea governors. All these governors can be promoted with the fan system, which it's get a very positively results with adjustable fans, which are used in South Italy, and this is use the wind to create electricity with a lot of benefit for that one. Also we have extra one renewable sources, which it's using the water extension and tightness. This is allowed to use the benefit of the technology that had been used in Loras in France to use the benefit of the sea waves, and this is allowed to create also electricity power plants allowed to deliver in a close, tight domestic area in a small cities. All this philosophy is promoted by a decision maker. So whatever you go, we need to go further and effectively by the new decision maker, because again I'm saying Egypt's economy will be in a critical situation at the moment. The first one, we are care about the security up to the level of the country, and this is mandatory portfolio toward the decision maker. The second, for the base to capture and carry on the pyramids of any kind of economics in any country in the world will be the energy. And the energy has been a problem to the state, was a problem to the China, was a problem to Europe. And again, we are not so flexible economic country to carry on with the problem with energy. Specifically, we will be in two dangerous stages. The first dangerous stage is if the cost of the barrel was coming raise up to $150, and what this is the main target's coming. Now the current stock barrel of oil is coming to 112. This is a bad marker that the cost of the barrel is coming high and high. If a country like us is already built, oriented, put all basics to create the electricity based on the petroleum products, and now we have a very intensively do drawdown in the production of Egypt, and we don't have a replacement. Till we got this replacement, we shall go for the renewable sources. And again, energy of Egyptian is the main target to build our target of the right economy.
Right, and the right economy and development, definitely. Professor Elsopky, Professor Qalyoubi talked about renewable energy. He said that we should work in parallel, like emphasizing the nuclear or solar or wind. He mentioned more than one system, actually, the solar storage system. How beneficial is it for the lighting system in a crowded country like Egypt? He mentioned also more about the fan system that Italy made use of, and also the benefit of the waves, like the experience of France. Which of those experiences do you think is quite applicable here in Egypt?
Well, a couple of them actually are quite applicable, and we do have the resources of them. Well, wind energy is one thing which we do have reasonable experience, which was sort of built over the last 15 years, as Dr. Qalyoubi said, but the momentum is a bit, is actually slow. We do have, we are blessed really with a wind scheme, which is considered one of the highest all over the world. It's the nice thing about it, it's more or less steady over the year. In summer, it gets faster, and especially in evening times. So statistically, that's proven. So actually, we cannot really ask for more. We need to build more wind turbines to generate electricity. What we have today, operating today, is around 550 megawatts, which is quite limited to the potential, which sort of is almost about 15 times that number. We can easily reach about 8,000 to 9,000 megawatts. It's almost 1/3 of our demand from wind energy. So that's something, and also the wind turbine technologies are financially are attractive now. They are becoming commercially compatible to some of the conventional power stations. When it comes to solar energy, there is a number of usage of the solar energy. One of them is really the use of solar energy for direct heating, both at the homes, residential activities like solar water heaters for domestic use, but also solar water heaters can be used for industrial process heating, where that will save us a lot of the fossil fuel, either oil products or natural gas. So, and that's a simple technology, and the required investments for that are quite limited. And we do have within our own country the capabilities, technical capabilities, and the know-how to build that. Right. When it comes to the other type, another two types of solar energy, we have the what we call the PVs, or basically solar collectors to generate electricity directly. That's also possible, but also there's two parts of it. There is one where you can use to generate electricity and to use it immediately, and you're not able to store it, but if you add storage batteries to them, the price of it becomes almost double, so it becomes a bit unattractive from a financial point of view. But I need to tell you over here also, when you need electricity, that becomes the second cheapest, if you say. The other type is basically we do have a small project in Egypt where there is solar collectors or solar concentrators which